back to GTU. When you are not feeling your best, you make an appointment with your doctor. But as you get older, you need to set up an annual checkup.
Joining us now for this importance of these exams and the sponsored interview is Dr. Gordon Hartness, Medical Director of Optum Utah. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us what a wellness exam entails. What exactly is it?
Right, and it can be different things depending on your age, but specifically I wanted to talk today about annual wellness visits, which is part of Medicare. So when we're talking about older individuals, every year you should have this annual wellness exam that's focused on maintaining your health and making sure you're getting all the preventative things that need to be done, as opposed to going in for a checkup to find out what's wrong and what needs to be fixed.
Oh, so that's the difference there
That's
between
one of the major
two.
differences,
I get it. Okay,
yeah.
so what happens if you say, oh, I'm okay, I'm just going to wait until something is bothering me to go in? What's the advantage?
Yeah, I think it's good to get in and just have that relationship with your doctor. Make sure that your primary care physician knows what's going on with you. And a lot of our older patients, they're seeing multiple doctors. So they're seeing a specialist for their heart, they're seeing a specialist for their lungs. Their primary care physician needs to make sure they know everything that's going on with all of those different specialists and all of the treatments that you're getting.
And this is especially important for our aging population to have these checkups, have these maintenance, because from year to year, things could drastically change.
Right, yes, definitely. Their primary care physicians, they do a good job of trying to stay on top of all the things that are going on with their patients, but sometimes things slip through the cracks. You might go to the ER for something, you might see a cardiologist or another specialist, and maybe all the information doesn't get back to the primary care provider.
So walk us through a wellness visit. What will that entail?
Yeah, so it will begin like a regular visit. I mean, you're going to have your vitals checked, you're going to have basic questions answered and asked and those types of things. But really the focus is on making sure that the primary care provider knows what medications you're taking. Let's go through the list and make sure we know exactly what you're on. Let's make sure that as the primary care provider, I'm aware of all the specialists that you're seeing and making sure that there's a plan in place for each of the conditions that you're dealing with to make sure that things stay where they are, that you stay as healthy as possible.
These screenings are so vital, obviously, and so when something gets missed because of time, what can happen when we're not being up to date?
Right. Well, prevention's the key here. You want to make sure that you're on top of things early so that you can prevent some of the downstream effects of diseases and things that happen. If you catch things earlier, you're more likely able to treat it better or avoid some of the problems that can occur.
And there's so many details that you might not even realize are important to track. You're checking cognitive functions, you're documenting medications and having that history recorded and really talked about, discussed.
Yes. I mean, as we get older, things start to crop up, and sometimes they're kind of subtle, and you don't realize that they're cropping up and coming in. And so it's good to get in with your provider, your doctor, and make sure that you're reviewing everything so that, again, you can detect things as early as possible.
And doctor, when we talk about prevention and early detection, there's an example of 800,000 cases of cancer annually could be prevented through early screening.
Yes.
So don't wait until you have a symptom.
Right. It's so important to check things out. Now, it's going to be different for each individual, and that's, again, the importance of having this regular relationship with your doctor so that they know what you need and they can perform the appropriate screenings for you. It's not a shotgun approach where you just screen for everything. It's targeted towards you as the individual.
And then the more you have that history with your doctor, the more they know what to suggest for you to be preventative.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I think when you think about the older generation, like your grandma, grandpa, your mom and dad who are aging, it's like, oh, they're doing just fine.
Yeah.
But we as a family unit could really convince and help our older population get motivated to get to the doctor, maybe make their appointment. Any other suggestions?
Yeah, I'd say, as I've seen my own patients, it's pretty rare that somebody comes in for one of these visits and there isn't something that needs to be done or something that I wasn't aware of. So getting your immunizations, getting all the appropriate screenings, staying up to date on your medications, it's all very important.
Oh, doctor, this was such good information. Tell us where we can go to learn more.
Yeah, optum.com/Utah, that's our website, and we look forward to working and helping with whoever we can. So.
Don't delay. That's the message.
Yes.
Get them in. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Hartness, so much. Thanks again to Optum for sponsoring this interview today.